This creator made a video about the relationship glow down explained, and it's between men and women. But besides that point, I think that this is a perfect example of the glow down you will have through a relationship with a narcissist, whether it's family, cults, or just your actual relationship, friendships. And so let's watch it, and just besides the point between men and women, let's think about how these principles will apply also to a narcissistic relationship dynamic. Let's get into it.
Relationships with women are a mirror to men, and most men hate their own reflection. That's the simplest way that I can encapsulate what it's like for most women to have relationships, because you will truly just be living your life, right? You'll be out there working, doing your thing, achieving your goals, absolutely glowing, absolutely just taking good care of yourself. And then a man will come into your life. When they see a bad bitch, when they see a woman who's confident in herself, in her own right, who's successful, who's going out there getting shit done, they want her. They want that woman. Probably not admit this to themselves, but they admire you, and there's a certain level of jealousy or some form of like, I want what she has. All men are dangerous when they show evidence of thinking like this. That is, being with this woman is like looking in a mirror and seeing my own reflection, and it's inadequate. So every time that you bring something up or you have a problem with something, the reason that they gaslight you is because they literally just don't want to see their own reflection, because they know that it's true. They know that you are seeing them clearly, even clearer than they can see themselves. A lot of men spend so much time lying to themselves and to other people about who they really are, that when they finally show you that side of them, and then you reflect it back to them and you say, that was immature, or that was not very smart, or that was inconsiderate. In that moment, they begin to hate you and like plot against you because you have shown them something that they didn't want to see. And it brings out a side of them that I honestly think that some men are seeing that side of themselves for the first time. The normalizing of hyper masculinity in our society tells them that they are to rage against that feeling. They are to fight that feeling. They are to put you down until you stop pointing out these things, and until your spirit becomes broken and you're no longer motivated to tell them these things. Another part of this, and the reason why so many women were able to do the trend of like how my last relationship had me looking, a lot of men will intentionally do things to coordinate a major glow down for you, especially once again if you are a successful, career oriented, independent woman where it's obvious that you can survive with or without a man. A lot of them will want you to have a glow down because the only way they know how to keep a woman long term is that way, is to cause her to look and feel run down, dull, and ugly. And I'm not saying that you will actually be ugly or anything like that. It's a feeling that they intentionally try to give you so that you don't get too big of a head. Even though your confidence and all these things, that's what they were attracted to in the beginning because they thought it reflected them. Okay? Now, stay with me. If that is true, then the way that you look in a relationship is a reflection of that relationship. And mostly for most women, it's a reflection of that man. They will literally pass on these traits to you that will cause you to dull yourself down, that will cause you to downplay yourself, and that will cause you to feel like ugly and devoid of life because it's a reflection, but not of you, it's of that man. And women will fall into this like involuntarily, right? Unless you're very, very keen and very, very like in tune with yourself and you know what it is for you to glow up, to glow down. You have to be able to spot the ops in your life is what I'm saying. A lot of women cannot because being an op to a woman is normalized in our society. And that's why these men get away with it for so long. They get away with dimming your light, dulling your sparkle, making you, self-conscious, making you give up on your appearance, your happiness, business, your fitness goals, your, all of these things. They feel like they've succeeded because now they can come face to face with their own reflection and not feel so self-conscious about it. They're not threatened by what you're giving off. And at that point, they will feel like they've won. And at this point, will not see the breakup coming because they really think that they have broken your spirit. They really think that they have completed the transformation. Please stay safe out there. Never stop vetting and always look to yourself as the indicator, the health of all of your.
Okay, if you made it to the end of this video, then you can clearly see the truth hiding in plain sight. Because what she just described is not just a relationship dynamic, it's emotional warfare, especially when you're dealing with a narcissistic person. See, what starts as admiration of them admiring and loving your light and all the work you've put into your inner peace that you've cultivated and worked on, they start to resent what you represent. Your wholeness becomes a threat to someone who's fragmented inside, and slowly they start to chip away at you. Not in big ways though, in subtle ways, the eye roll, the coldness when you speak your truth, just the subtle downplays of your emotions and you expressing your needs and your truth. And let's not get it twisted. When I say your truth, I mean the truth, which a lot of people don't value anymore. Now it's, well, that's your truth and that's my truth. And narcissists hide behind, this is my truth, when really they're just dysfunction. And if they were faced with the actual truth, they would lose their mind because they'd have to be accountable for the things that they've done. They'll start to make you feel like you're too much when really they're not enough to rise to your level, to honor the truth and honor, just peace and reconciliation and healthy behavior and boundaries. So instead of rising up to meet you, they start to try to drag you down. You become the mirror that they can't stand to look into. The person, the person that they once admired and loved, they now just have to make you digestible for them. They have to start shrinking you down so that they can feel comfortable in your presence, so that they don't have to confront what they lack. They'll make you doubt your voice, your intelligence, your truth, your beauty, your everything, your peace, your harmony, until you stop bringing things up. Stop taking care of yourself, and also begin to question if you are actually the problem. And by the time they see you quiet or drained or unrecognizable, they feel accomplished. They feel like their task complete. Because now you're not shining a light on their wounds anymore, on their dysfunction anymore, just by comparison. And that's not peace. Your silence is not peace. Although to them it is, but it's truly defeat. Defeat for the truth. Defeat for justice. Your light isn't gone, it's just buried under all the dust. And you can get it back. You can be whole again. You can radiate peace inward and outwardly again. You can speak your truth again and be met with compassion and empathy. And healing isn't about fixing what they broke. It's about reclaiming yourself, reclaiming what they couldn't handle. While in this video she talked about a man and woman dynamic, I think that this kind of dynamic goes beyond men and women. This kind of dynamic plays out over and over and over again in family and narcissistical cults, between relationships, friendships, and it's up to you to decide, hey, for one, we're going to be a lot more selective with who we allow into our lives, because not everyone is able to rise to meet us. They want to try to bring us down. And two, if we do end up in that, we know that we can walk away and we can fill ourselves back up. And it just sucks for them that they can't do that. Hi, this is Aisha, and let's heal together and thrive beyond narcissistic abuse. Here we don't talk about them really. I try not to talk about them a lot because we already know all about them and their tactics, their manipulations, whatever. Here, we are going to focus on our own healing and our own growth and peace. And so, thank you for listening, and let's heal together. Bye.